Hello. Hello, good day, good evening. Start. Hello, yes. They are very cute babies. Here, we'll go over to the babies. Look at the babies. Babies. You could even, like, mostly see Zach. Four little white paws.
Yeah, little black beans. You can even see some of the beans.
You can see some of the beans. You can't see those beans. There's a bean. He's like, don't touch the bean. Oh, what a sleepy baby. What a baby.
He's so sweet.
Imagine being able to be that content with life at all, ever.
God. I envy him so much.
No worry. Just
Both of them
people that
just-
provide for you constantly. And then your only concern is which bed is the best bed for that moment.
Ugh.
Like, I want you to know they have like a dozen beds. Like, throughout our apartment. In this room alone, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 beds? 5 beds?
Well, there are 2 up there if we count that hut.
I counted as 1. Because we've combined the beds into one bed.
3, 4 main
Well,
places.
but
for
isn't there the one by the
sleep,
heater?
But
I thought there was a bed by the heater.
there might be, but they haven't been there.
Well, just because they haven't been there a while doesn't mean it's not an option.
I guess.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Anyway. They have plenty of beds. Plus, depending on the time of day, they sometimes use our bed as their bed.
Oh, they will lay in the window.
Yeah,
Zach
there's the
does
window.
love
There's not a
laying
bed in the
window.
window, but Zag lays in the window. Yeah. So I mean, you have the real beds plus not real beds. Like, there's the cat tree beds. There's just so many bed options. Meanwhile, I'm stuck between the bed or the couch. That's my bed options. Now, granted, I like the bed, but you know, it's not like I have a million options. All right, I think we should get started here. We started a little late today. I normally start by about 8, but I was just finishing a little thing. I made a silly little Hollow Knight skin yesterday. I sometimes make a little Hollow Knight skin by just running all the skin files through a filter when I have an idea for one, and had an idea yesterday for one, so I did it before I went to bed, and I was finishing up so I could post it today.
It's very dumb.
It is very dumb. I love it. It essentially makes most of the colors transparent, but it applies like a transparency based on the color, and it essentially the only color that's not like 5% transparent is like the knight's like skull white. So like it is slightly transparent. I actually didn't know when I was making it was slightly transparent because in the image editor it didn't look transparent, but that's okay. But it kind of looks like a ghostly skull. It's very silly. Anyway, let's Balatro. Oh, you know what? I was gonna just wait until it came up, but here, look. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pin this message. There we go. Oh yeah. That's a good pinned message right there. That's a good pinned message. Alright, so yesterday we won on the black deck. I think we're gonna start a new run. Abandoned deck. Oh, we earned the checkered deck. That's right. I want to play with the checkered deck. Alright. It's just spades and hearts. Like, I love that. I love that. If we skip this... Ooh. That seems pretty good. Like, that would be like 6... Like, this is probably more than the money I would earn. Let's do it. Okay, hearts. We could go all in on hearts. Ooh. We could go all in on spades. I don't think we've gone all in on spades. Oh, but I can only... Okay, here's gonna be my issue. It would be easier to go all in on hearts right now, because we can convert three of these to hearts. But if we go more into spades, there's more benefits to that. So basically, I could convert these three into hearts, which would make us more all in on hearts. The problem is, there's like blackboard. And I've yet to see an equivalent of blackboard for like hearts. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe we have to unlock something. I haven't seen anything that really feels like hearts are good. We've seen lots of stuff for spades and clubs. But there's got to be something for hearts, right? Okay, and then let's use this Emperor. Alright. I kind of think we just discard all these. That's the plan here. We got a 3 of a kind. Oh wait, we have a flush. Hold on. What am I doing? Pretty sure flush is worth more than 3 of a kind. Yeah, it is. Creeper! Hi, Creeper. How you doing today? You just woke up. Alright. In that case, I hope you slept well. I hope you had a good sleep. Part of me is thinking, I can't remember if Balatro's music really changes at all, but I feel like it stays the same throughout the game. So I might start muting the Balatro soundtrack and playing my own music. I like the Balatro theme, it's very good and chill, but I kind of want more variety. What we got? Yes? Okay. Oh. Okay. So this face one seems interesting, except that, like, this requires another card to combo with it. Like, you know, whenever a face card does something, and there's a lot of things that are negative to face cards, like face cards are drawn face down and stuff like that. So this doesn't seem good to take unless I already have something that benefits from the face cards. Meanwhile, we're gonna go all in on hearts, so that's great.
Approving Bert.
Yorto! Thank you for 26 months. Wow. That's a lot of months. That's a heck ton of months.
A couple of months more than 2 years.
It's true. Just look at them. They're just being very cute. Why did you start staring at him? Don't stare at him like that.
Oh god. 1 yawn.
I don't remember if we have a brush in here for them.
We do.
I know the main brush that I use on them now is in the other room. Where's the brush? You want to brush them? You want to go brush them?
Not right now.
Okay. Okay. We should get a brush. We should have a brush redeem. You know, word on the street is that all good streams have a brush redeem. This stream is really lacking. Hello, Eddie. Welcome on in. Bert Slide. Bert Slide, so true. I love that. Like, that emote literally just came about because the picture, like, I was like, wow, he really looks like he should just be sliding in, you know? And part of me wants to make it, instead of popping out, like, what if it just slid across the screen and then just over and over again? You know, what someone could help with setting up a redeem like it? I mean, I know how to set up the redeem. You just add the redeem button, you know? Oh, look at them using a... Oh, my heart. Whenever they use the stuff as pillows, like, whenever either of them just decides something is a pillow, it's just so cute to me. Also, Zag does not trust Oliver right now. The thing is, Oliver was giving Zag this side eye, and every now and then, like, Oliver would literally just go out of his way to go attack Zag, like, seemingly for no reason. So, with Oliver giving him that side eye, I'm gonna go, Zag is not trusting him. It's okay, Zag. It's okay. It's... Oh, you want chin rubbies. Oh, yeah. Zag doesn't normally let me give him chin rubbies. He must have really wanted them. He must have been having a craving for those chin rubs. Yeah, we'll just prop the grub up. Go. There. Now you have a little grub pillow. That kind of covers you up. I think you must have been having trouble with it. We'll set it up eventually. I just have to remember to bring the brush in. I guess the grub is covering you up slightly here. We'll prevent the grub from covering you up. The grub can lay down. Yes. I thought you might want it as a pillow. Yeah, I thought you like to lay on the grub. I have free bird stuck in my head. Hello, Tiger Mama. I hope you're doing well today. Ratleg! How you doing, Ratleg? Hopefully, well. We just hope everyone's doing well, you know? General thought. Alright, I think we take this. I want the extra $1, but I want my deck to get stronger. You know what, we take the extra $1 for now. Next round. Oh no, all clubs are debuffed. Whatever will we do? Still recovering from May Day celebration. That must have been a good celebrate. I've heard that we get a multiplier for each heart that we play. I know, I can't believe we didn't draw any of the debuffed cards. That's just that. What are the odds? What are the odds? Yeah, I didn't work on May Day, but that's not because of anything, that's mostly just because I didn't, wasn't scheduled for it. Eddie, I think there's a slight problem with your math. If you weren't cheater, big cheater sip. I see.
Totally ride a very tall bicycle. I could see Bjorto on a very tall bicycle.
Yeah.
Bjorto has very tall bicycle energy.
Yeah, that's true. Why does this gotta be $6? If it was $5, it'd be great. If penny farthing involves tall bicycles, then yes.
It's the one with the really big front wheel.
Oh, I could see that too. I could see that. Like, I don't want to not buy stuff. My problem is just that, like, I guess we'll wait again. We want to collect money. Next round. I'm just doing this because I don't want this to be full. Oh. Why would I want this? Like, I still don't understand why you would want stone cards. It just confuses me. The Mega Archon. That seems, you know, I think we want a Mega. Like, I think that's worth the $8. So, Tiger, the problem is I haven't used a stone card yet. Like, I haven't been forced to get one, so, like, I just haven't really seen the point in it.
Eddie had.
Yeah, Eddie's answer is not helpful, because I don't know what a stone card really does, other than just is a stone card. Like, I don't know. Yeah, eventually I'll use it. Like, honestly, I should really just take one so I stop wondering. But they just look so pointless. They look like so they look like they should be the thing. Like, a lot of deck builders have like a negative card, a card that like hinders your deck that you want to avoid. So like the downside of cards will be that they put those negative cards in your deck, right? Stone cards feel like that. But for some reason, a lot of things act like they're a positive card. So, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Ooh, random joker. Could be good. We'll take a random joker. What we get? +1 molt per hand played, -1 molt per discard. Love that. Don't really love that, but that's okay. Ooh. We could just fool for another joker. That seems great. Oh, this is the one that lets us go into debt. Love that for us. Love going into debt. See, part of me is like, okay, take the draw joker, but I don't really need it. Like, this isn't that helpful. This is mostly just, like, kinda okay, but we're already droll. Well, you know, I see doll with an R. Drawl.
Mm-hmm. All 2 cards.
God, I would be so stressed if my credit card was making me in debt. Ugh. I mean, there are people that do that, but goodness gracious. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, I like that count, like, Like, it gets the plus, and then it triggers. Plus 3 chips per discarded spades. Let's see. Now, we could be discarding spades regularly. You're immensely terrified of Tall Bike. Oh my goodness, this is some lore. This is like, despite Bjorto being like, you know, like building jumper. Like, I don't know why, but the that's just very, it's funny in a like
That's unexpected.
yeah, it's like an unexpected, like the what's that thing when like you compare the two things and oh gosh, there's a word that I want but I can't think of the word, but it's okay. Does that count as a form of irony? Maybe it's a form of irony. I can't remember. Bungee jumping off of Talbot. Bjorto, maybe you need to somehow acquire a tall bike and then have it incorporated into like a parkour session. Like, lock the bike in place, mount it somehow so that so that like it's near a stairwell or something, so that you could like jump off of something and then like also then like land but kind of on the seat. But that's a bad idea because then the seat would definitely move. There's not a way to do this in a way that would make sense, but in my head it makes sense. It would have to be like made of stone, not a real bike. Just like a sculpture of a bike. You know? That's true. Weird angle. Weird angle is bad. That's kind of the whole like human thing, right? Like, you learn how to fall, and learning how to fall, you can actually fall very safely. But falling in... That's the whole reason I broke my hand last year. I fall all the time. Like, I used to fall a lot more. I don't fall that much, but when my legs were even worse, I used to fall a lot. But I know how to fall. Like, you kind of roll with the fall, and you don't try and like stop the fall. You go with the fall. You try and kind of roll onto a side as you're falling. Like, there's a whole thing. And then like you let the impact roll you. The whole reason my hand broke last year is because I did not fall correctly. A mixture of events caused me to fall incorrectly. Like, I put my hand out to prevent my head from hitting something. You don't put your hand out. That's not a good idea. But otherwise, my head would have hit a sharp corner. And I was making a fist because I was holding things. You don't want a fist. Like, just all the things. All the things you're not supposed to do, I was doing. But, I didn't get a major head injury, so, like, that's fine. I'm trying to decide, so I think this might actually be good for us. I think we have to get rid of the green Joker. If the green Joker... The green Joker's not multiplying, and these will start to get, like, this early on will be very good. But if the green Joker, like, gets into negatives, that's gonna be bad. So I think we just sell the green Joker. We buy this. Because those, like, are at odds with each other. Buy that. Monkey brain to put hand out, yeah. I don't normally... So this is why, like, when it first happened, we were trying to figure out... Well, I was trying to figure out why I did that. Like, I... Literally falling all of my life And I stopped putting my hand out for falling a long time ago. Like I instinctively turned to land on a side, and so it wasn't until slightly later that like basically the one of the people there was like would mention that everybody thought that I hit my head because my head was essentially like resting against sharp stool, like sharp cornered industrial stool, and they couldn't believe I didn't hit my head on it because it was so close, and that's what made me realize that like I absolutely that's why I put my hand out. Like I put my hand out because I did not want head to hit sharp stool. Oh, so you take this and then just eventually sell it. That's interesting. Gain 3 hands and lose all discards? Hmm. I kind of want to discard, though. We just bought that to discard. I guess we'll take the egg. Yeah, I know that Joker, I know. But I didn't still have it. Alright. What are the odds in our favor? Are the odds in our favor? I say yes. Dang it. That's okay. Oh, we should have... I should have just taken the first 4 over here and just discarded them. That would have been a much smarter play earlier. That's okay. Yeah, redacted. Redacted sounds pretty good. I was telling Torny, I want to figure out at some point how reasonable it would be to run like at least my like music audio through something like through the capture for it, or put a filter like be able to toggle a filter so that if I have to pause for something, then my music playing could do the muffle effect that the games do sometimes, that like kind of
Hades does that.
yeah, kind of Transistor does it too. That's what made us talk about it yesterday. But like the thing where like the music gets slightly louder but it gets slightly muffled, I think that would be so great. Like I don't know, it amuses me. Yeah, Tiger, I do have that. I did set that up. I've yet to do a stream making use of it, but basically, I use Chrome. Like I don't use Chrome like myself, but I use Chrome if I need a browser for stream related stuff. So I have any audio that comes from Chrome actually goes to a layer that doesn't get recorded. So I can actually play music through Chrome for that. But that doesn't do the filter thing. The filter thing is a separate thing. On audio sources, you can apply filters, so I imagine it would be like somehow there, but I don't know. I gotta look into a lot of stuff at some point. Planet cards appear frequently. We already saw you, Green Joker. I guess we could take you for now. Get some spectral cards. I'm really torn on the spectral cards. A lot of them have a pretty serious downside. I don't know. Okay, there's no... We might as well just always discard. Oh, well... Wait. Oh! Did you know that that changes every round? That... Oh. Could you imagine reading? Could anyone imagine reading?
Any readers?
Any readers? Yeah, I can't believe this. Listen, I read only enough of something to understand what it does at the bare minimum. Okay? Converts cards to spades. We don't want cards to be spades. This is true, bro. Wait, you're even games and chat messages. That's true. The amount of times I've misread chat messages. Binge watch 15 meme deck building videos. That's very good. I love silly Magic decks. So back when I played Magic, I there's like a lot of different types of Magic players. I very much was the like deck builder player. Like I had more fun building decks than like largely playing. So definitely trying to make really silly concepts work was one of the things I love doing. And honestly, what you would do when you made a silly concept deck, you would play it until it won. Basically, you would like go play it for like Friday Night Magic or something. You just play a bunch of people, and you would lose. You would know you're gonna lose because the deck's mostly not gonna work. There's a reason that like whatever you're doing is not competitive. And then eventually it'll work. Eventually everything will come together and it works, and you just feel so happy. Like.
It's shit post stuff.
Yeah, it's just like constantly like why are these cards the things that you're playing and so it's kind of like one of my favorite EDH decks is a Relentless Rats EDH deck. For those that don't know, Relentless Rats is a Magic card where it's a 2/2. It gets +1/+1 for every Relentless Rats in play. And then it has another line that says you can have any number of Relentless Rats in your deck, which usually you can only have 4 of a card in a deck. So that's very notable. Since the printing of that card, there's actually been like 2 or 3 other cards that have that same kind of mechanic. At least that you can have as many as you want in it. But anyway, so then there was a set that came out in Magic. That had a card called Thrumming Stone, And Thrumming Stone, GG Creeper on first. Thrumming Stone basically said when you played it, you could look at the next 4 cards of your library, and if any of those cards had the same name as a card that either was in your hand or in play, that you could play that as well, for free, and then you would do it again. The point of Thrumming Stone was actually for like limited. Limited is where like you build a deck on the spot, out of like a bunch of booster packs. And there's two different types of limited, but the point is that's how limited works. And in limited, there's not the 4 rule. There's like limited doesn't have the stipulation that you can only use 4 of one card. And then in the set that it came out in, there was also cards that did extra effects if you had more copies of the same card in your graveyard. So basically, Thrumming Stone was this kind of like shitty card that just existed to play in limited, so that you could try and get a bunch of copies of like these spells that cared about your graveyard, and they would be like easier to cast a bunch of. But yeah, Thrumming Stone just happened to also combo with Relentless Rats, so that if you built a deck that's about 60% Relentless Rats, then you are, I mean, you could technically go a little less, but it's more fun to do it about 60%. If you go if like a bunch of your deck is Relentless Rats, and then you just can get to a Thrumming Stone, then all of the rest of your deck just pops into play all of a sudden. So then you also, in the deck, just put other cards to get like more, like other ways to find Thrumming Stone, because it's so important to the deck. But EDH is like a 100-card deck, so seeing somebody just put all of their Relentless Rats into play is just a very silly thing. Like, and the deck that I have for it not only has a bunch of ways to consistently get Thrumming Stone, but it also has a handful of stuff to try and like be able to do it very early on. So, you know, because the deck is over 50% Relentless Rats, the odds of like having playable hands is really low. but if you can get like a decent starting hand and make the deck work, then it's just very silly. There are people that make like Relentless Rat decks that aren't as silly. They make ones that like are more consistent, but they're less likely to just pop off all of a sudden. And you know, I need mine to just suddenly all the rats.
You need a certain level of chaos.
Exactly. Remember the first totally homebrewed deck that I made and took to Friday Night Magic? Put against a clearly really good player, managed to clinch the first game, and I could see the gears. Like, what? How? And then wipe the floor with me, yeah. That's kind of one of the things that I love about Magic, but a lot of competitive players really hate. And I can understand if you're a competitive player, that why you'd hate it. But, like, Magic, like, unlike, like, digital card games, a lot of digital card games will force you to have okay stuff. And, I mean, there's some deck builders that, like, try and do something so that your starting hand can be good and stuff. Magic, you can literally just draw nothing. Your first hand can have nothing in it. And sure, there's mulligan rules and stuff so that you can, like, try and replace your hand with something better. But you could still just have garbage. Your starting hand can just be garbage. The other person can have a great hand. And that's just how randomness works. And competitive players, when they lose to something that they, like, statistically should not have lost to, they almost always get really grumpy about it. Or, like, can't, you know, like, a lot of competitive players really don't like losing to things that they statistically should not lose to. It's funny every time. It's like, this is a card game. You're not playing at a tournament, you're playing at Friday Night Magic. This is a card game. To this day, one of the funniest things I saw was a limited event. It was a sealed event. So, sealed is a limited event where you are given, I believe it's 6 booster packs. You're given 6 booster packs, and from those booster packs, you need to make a 40 card deck, and you're allowed to use as many land cards as you want from outside of the booster packs. So usually people will use, like 20, 25 or so cards from the booster packs and make a deck. Well, there was a guy that went to an event once, and he did not look. He opened every booster pack. He opened them all and put them face down, did not look at a single card in any of them, put them in a pile, and then put, I forgot how many, it was like 5 of every, no, it had to be more than 5 of every land. He put enough land to, like, mathematically make it work, but he just put all the colors of land in it. And then he played that deck, and there, he came in second in the event. There were so many people that knew that he did that and were so upset that he placed second. Like, he had no right to. It has to do with, like, he basically just happened to get, like, his booster packs had some really good cards in that set in them, but, like, it just, he just, yeah, he just happened to, it just kind of worked out. It was in the Mirrodin, the second Mirrodin block, Mirrodin Besieged. And Mirrodin sets notably have, like, a lot of artifacts which are colorless, so they don't care about the color. So it largely worked because a lot of stuff in the deck didn't care which color of land you had. But it was just still very, very funny. Goodness. If you're gonna run that deck, you have to dress like Crispin Glover and Willard. I've never seen Willard. You need a surprise, rats! Didn't get grumpy, just looked bewildered and fascinated. Like, meta-relevant deck just couldn't do anything against Engine that just happened to work on the first game. Yeah. That's a funny thing that happens every now and then, too. And it happens, actually, at, like competitive events. Every now and then, like... So, in theory, competitive Magic is supposed to always fix itself. Like, in theory, if there's a really strong deck, Magic has the tools to usually, like, do something about whatever strong cards exist. The problem is just, a lot of decks that could maybe be good about competitively strong decks usually don't work against other decks. Like let's just say, for example, there was a time in Magic where, like, a deck that was all artifacts was winning. And it was really competitive, so, like, over 50% of the decks that you saw had all artifacts. Well, then, you would want to play cards that, like, destroyed all artifacts, right? That would make sense. Like, haha. But the problem is, like, your deck that's full of cards that hate on artifacts doesn't work against anyone that's not playing the artifact deck. So then you just lose those rounds, and then you don't get to, like, the competitive level. Every now and then, somebody manages to get, like, somebody, like, brings a deck to a competition that they know, like, the deck only works against this one really, like, popular deck. And that's always funny, because they can end up placing really high if it just happens to be that everybody at the event was running the other deck. Wish I knew more about Magic, because I love the concept of meme decks. Yeah. The classic fuck you player, yeah. Alright, I kind of wanted to save the money. We'll go to the next round. Yeah, so, I mean, that is what your sideboard is for. Like, the only issue with the sideboard is the sideboard you don't get to use until game 2. So, like, Magic, like, tournaments, you play best 2 out of 3. And, your actual deck, your full deck for a tournament, is the 60-card deck and then a 15-card sideboard. And those are 15 cards that you can swap out with any cards in your deck. The problem is, like, if you're if your deck only works against something because of the sideboard, then you're probably just going to lose on the first game. So then you sideboard stuff over so that you have more of an advantage on the second game. But most likely your sideboard contains a few things to deal with a lot of different things. So then your sideboard probably, like, is just giving you, like maybe you don't have anything in your deck to deal with, like, an artifact. So your sideboard has maybe 2 or 3 cards in it that deal with artifacts, and you just hope that those cards come up. So, like, I don't, like, sideboarding is very important, and there's, like, an art to building a good sideboard that works with the deck, and knowing what to take out of your deck to put in, depending on your situation. My favorite thing to do with a sideboard is to make it drastically change what the deck does. Instead of my sideboard being something that, like, has a lot of little things to deal with stuff, I've played, like, combo decks where the sideboard is a completely different combo. Like, completely different pieces entirely. So, like, the deck is, like, searching stuff. Cards that help you search for whatever your combo is. And then my sideboard has been a completely separate combo. So the core of the deck, which is things that search for the combo, is still there. But what I'm actually getting is completely different. And that's been a very fun thing to do. Yeah, that idea still falls apart, you know, when you play, if you don't have an answer to something, but the idea is usually you just try and combo before they do something. And a lot of people, like there's a competitive card called, like, Pithing Needle, and the way Pithing Needle works is you just name a card that exists. So when you play Pithing Needle, you have to name any card that exists in Magic. Technically, you don't have to name the card, you have to uniquely identify the card. So, like, if you don't remember the exact name of a card, as long as you can give a description of the card that can only mean one card, that is considered, like, allowed. But anyway, so it's really fun to do that against people that use Pithing Needle, because a lot of times they'll play Pithing Needle, and then they'll name an important part of your combo that they saw. But then you don't have that same combo the second time, so it doesn't do anything. Good times.
And of course, your favorite commander deck is just the
Oh yeah, well, my favorite EDH deck is Memnarch. Memnarch lets you pay 7 mana to gain control of literally anything on the field. It's like 3 mana. It's 3 mana to convert anything to an artifact, and then 4 mana to gain control of any artifact. So the whole deck is just very quickly get Memnarch out and then steal everyone's lands.
Your things are my things now.
And then people can't play anything anymore, which people love it when they're playing a card game and they can't play their cards. That's somebody's favorite thing. If you ask anybody, they'll tell you, I love card games when I can't play anything. Yeah, we would steal all the things. The problem is there are some cards that become free, in certain situations. Like, there are cards that some people run where it's like destroy all of something if you're attacked, and thus the best thing to do in the deck is to never attack. It's just to keep controlling everything and not let anyone play anything, and hope that people concede. People don't like that. But it is the best thing to do. Leyline of the Void's pretty good. Alright. 2/2/2. I don't think this wins. I think because it's not with my hearts. Yeah. Alright, and now we should be able to draw all hearts. Oh, the downside of building up castle is that we are... Well, it's just building up castle this time. Castle being on heart right now is very unfortunate. Oh gosh, I really... Oh, good. It's only going to cards I can physically discard. That's good. And it's back on spade, which is good. Oh. ×3 if you play a 3 of a kind. I mean, that's okay. I guess if you upgraded 3 of a kind a bunch, that would be really good. For our specific purposes, that's not ideal. I want some French rice because I want to hull you? Hi, Beaver. Wonderful, wonderful line. I think I don't understand what it means, but you know, I believe you that it's good. I don't know what it means either. I see, I see. We must play 5 cards. We were already always playing 5 cards, so that's not bad. Okay, discard spades. Oh, I should have discarded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 2. How's number games treat yet? Number games going all right. We got the lusty Joker, and our deck is over half hearts, so you know, that's pretty good. It's a lot of hearts. It is a lot of hearts. How are you doing today, Beavers? How's it beavin'? I'll take that. Oh. Creates legendary Joker. Ooh. I think we get rid of our credit card. Ooh. What? Gains ×1 molt. Face card gets destroyed. Okay. Well, time to work on destroying face cards. Looked away and Beavers was gone. Alright, you're still on spades, perfect. Oh. Wait. Beavers, you still haven't played Celeste? What? Cannot believe this. I mean, I do believe it, but I cannot believe it. I haven't seen anything from it either. That's wild. Card Sharp is, like, good, but also needing to do the same thing twice kind of sucks. Like, a little bit. Oh. Part of me is thinking I shouldn't convert the face card like these. Oh, but we could potentially get a royal flush if we do this, so. Yeah, that's the whole, like, the whole thing of needing to do it twice, like, isn't ideal. But I mean, ×3 is strong. Like, that alone could probably, like, carry us later. We could sell our egg for Card Sharp for now. No, I haven't seen Throwback yet. Lorelei. Bjorto, Lorelei is shorter. Okay, we got a pull. We have a pull. Two-minute pull. Should Bjorto play Lorelei and the Laser Eyes next? Or Blueprints? I think that Lorelei makes more sense to play first. The thing is, like, I usually try and play slightly shorter games before I play longer games, and my understanding of blueprints is that it's kind of on the longer side, depending on what you're going for in it. Um, so I Lorelei I don't think is that long. Um, like, what if we don't load the? I mean, I don't know the length of blueprints. I haven't played it. I'm going off of what I somewhat understand it to be. My Lorelei playthrough probably would have been a whole stream, possibly two streams shorter, if I didn't make a very foolish mistake early on, and misunderstand some of the UI in it. Oh, Jupiter. That is actually somewhat true. Lorelei came out longer ago, which means more people are okay with watching Lorelei.
Or have managed to play through it.
Yeah, well, which is why they'd be okay with watching.
Yeah.
Like, whereas Blueprints, a lot of people are still currently playing. Like a lot of people are playing Blueprints right now. So, like, I mean, there's people. So you do have the fact that like Blueprints is slightly like more popular this moment. So I mean, more people might come in because they're looking for Blueprints content. But like, I don't know, it's a toss up. Gotta go. Okay, Creeper. Adios. Have a good evening. Discard hearts. I don't want to discard hearts. I mean, we could discard hearts once. Like, we could literally do this once and it'd be fine. Yeah. This is a Kingdom Hearts game, tell me otherwise. This seems like Kingdom Hearts, yeah. Yeah, I can see that. What? We didn't just win. What the hell? Whoa. Create a tarot card if the poker hand contains an ace and a straight. Interesting. Ooh, convert cards to hearts. I just realized I need to take a short little break. I will be right back. Hello. Agent Herbo. Hello, hope you're doing well today. There is indeed cats. It's true. Also, I just realized I forgot to actually look at which option won the poll, but I think Lorelei won the poll. I mean, I know I can check the results. I don't need to check the results, though. It would have been Lorelei. I can feel it intuitively. Ooh. Yeah, Tiger. Tiger, I've played all of the Rusty Lake games except for the newest, like, couple. I don't know how many have come out. So, when I was done playing them, they had like just released one that you had to play like co-op. You had to play it with two people. So I didn't play that one. I was going to play it with Minish, but I never got around to it. And then they released another one after that, and I don't know if they've released one since then. I didn't finish all of them. Technically, one of them I was in the middle of playing. I was in the middle of playing like one of the like last ones, and I got stuck on something, and was like, I'll come back to this, and I never came back to it. That's the only one you've played. Excellent. Yeah, I like that genre of games. I went through like a uh, phase, I guess. I don't know. I played like all of the escape adjacent like kind of games like that. Like they're not all escape roomy games, but they're that same style. Like all of them have this idea of like find a thing to unlock a thing to unlock a thing to unlock a thing to unlock a thing. Um, and it's always like it's always like there's little mini puzzles to them and stuff like that. And then a lot of times they'll have a slightly bigger puzzle if you've been doing like an extra thing throughout it. Might get an extra puzzle. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't know if we'll win this. We might actually lose. Only one hand. So card sharp doesn't kick in. Uh-oh. Hmm. Oh, we might have the hand. Okay. Ace, king, queen, jack, 10. Yep. Okay. We'll make this king glass. Alright. There goes nothing. We did it! Nice. Okay. You have any experience with Plandos? Playing or creating? So the answer is going to be I've played a handful of Plandos. Wait, well, actually, hold on. I realize right now you could be saying Plandos just in the sense of like AP. Because I forgot that Plando isn't just a Hollow Knight thing. I specifically have played Hollow Knight Plandos, and I am familiar with Plandos related to Hollow Knight, and I forgot that Plando is not a Hollow Knight mod, like a Hollow Knight randomizer term. I forgot that it applies to any randomizer, because it literally doesn't come up to me in the sense of literally anything else. Think of who you're talking. That's why, Eddie, if it hadn't been you, I would have not had that thought. Like, I would have continued to think you were just talking about Hollow Knight. And then I was like, wait a second, why would Eddie be asking about Hollow Knight Plandos? I'm like, this could be a fun way. I guess Eddie wants to try some other Hollow Knight, like, rando stuff finally, but wants to do it as Plandos? Okay, that makes sense. And then it occured to me that, like, Plando does exist outside of Hollow Knight. Like, you should say there's something you want to go back to Hollow Knight. Yeah. There are some good Plandos for Hollow Knight. I really like Puzzle Adventure, or Lever Adventure. Lever Adventure was one of the first Plandos for modern Hollow Knight modding, and it's just very good. It showed off like how you could use like levers in a fun way. I love Obra Sus. Obra Dinn's a great game. If you haven't played Obra Dinn's a good game. To all of the Dark Souls. I don't know how people create Plandos for Archie. I know that you can do some interesting things in your YAML, and I know you can do like I know you can do Plandos that aren't hard set, because there's like a trigger command you can add to a YAML, and it it I don't know, it's like conditional things. I don't know. I don't know the specific stuff. I just know that people have made some complex ones. That's one of the things that I would really like to do in a like an Archie that I host, is I would like to do some of the stuff that were like happening like that like an Epilogo, like some interesting like I guess gimmicks or something. Basically some sort of, or like the last Epilogo, you know, with the silly like stuff to collect. That looked pretty fun. I think it would be fun to do that. It seems like it might be a lot of extra work. So, you know, I need to learn it. Learning it is like going to be the most work. But one day we'll do that. Speaking of which, if anyone wants to join Alleypelago, YAMLs are due technically in 2 days. However, I'm a little worried. I just found out this morning that there might be an Archie update soon, like soon as within the next week. And I really don't want to start like a multi-week long Archie and have Archipelago update like the day after it starts, because I kind of hate not being able to update my stuff for fear of things like not working correctly. So I don't know. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until like the YAML day. See if it's likely to release, and then if I don't know, I might like tweak YAML. I'll. I call it, no beavers. I am not. So it is not. It is not a you thing. This has happened to ones I've run. This is. It's just like it. It just happens with starting an event at the beginning of the month. Like, an Archipelago typically pushes their updates at the beginning of the month. So I waited. I was like, okay, we can wait until a week into it. I was like, we can wait a week into it and we'll be safe. But then, like I literally asked I asked in the Witness channel. There's a lot of the core devs that hang out in the Witness channel. So I asked in the Witness channel, I was like, hey, anyone know if there's a planned Archipelago update in the next few days or anything, so I can like wait to start an event until after it updates? And the response I got was, no, there's not currently a release candidate, and so the workflow is like a release candidate will get made, and then there will be an update sometime between 2 days and 2 weeks, depending on how the release candidate first goes. And I was like, oh, okay. And then this morning I got pinged from the manual Archipelago server to say, by the way, a release candidate just came out and it's gonna break manuals, so they might be broken for a bit. And I was like, wait, no. So anyway, I don't know. I'm a little torn because honestly, if manuals might break from the release candidate, then it's possible that it's not going to update soon. Because I can't imagine other things aren't broken if manuals are like literally if one whole thing is broken from this release candidate. I don't know. Like it sounded like they were concerned about something that's changing that's going to affect manuals. So I don't know. My guess is either the release candidate won't come out, or the like I don't know why the manuals would be worried about it. I was watching on my Balatro, but I was watching was making sound, even though it was paused. And I realized it was me playing Balatro. That's very funny. Seems oddly fast, but 0.6 is weirdly slow. Probably trying to line up to unsupport some memes. Wait, which thing are you saying is fast? The release candidate to release happening after 2 days is actually like from what I've observed, that's like their norm. There was only one that was like really oh, you mean just because there was one last month? Yeah. My understanding, I've only been around in like Archie, like really active in Archipelago stuff for like about a year or so. Like I've vaguely been in the community space, but not super active until sometime last year. But I don't know. It seemed like they were trying to update some like around once a month. The one of the big complaints about core is that there's not enough frequent updates, which is why a lot of people don't want to submit their stuff to be part of like main Archipelago, because they want to be able to push updates out faster. So my understanding was that like they do want to push out an update once a month, but sometimes something holds it back, or there's an issue, so then they can't update it once a month. But I don't know. I could be incorrect about that. That was just what my general thing was. But also, I used to see betas a lot more, and I don't really see betas of things as much. So, maybe it was some of the beta stuff that was having an update monthly, and I might have been mixing the two things up. Would you be interested in potentially collaborating in something that I'm definitely not cooking in the background? I mean, the answer is yes. I would always be interested in collaborating. People want to do a thing with me. You should message me. Always. Going back in the chat to read messages before mine and then not reading mine. What? I did read yours. If I see a message from a person, I then go to like double check messages from that person, make sure I didn't miss things. You know, we're getting there. I need a chat system that just knows how I read messages and like displays the information, not in like linear time order, but in like person order, but maybe has an eye cam so that I can like follow along with things. I don't know. This is a very convoluted system. The update slowness really wrecked Stardew, and Stardew needed to support 1.6. Yeah. So part of that was because that was part of that one big update that was really delayed. Like there was an update last year. The whole reason last year had the like slow update, like there was supposed to be a monthly update, but then something broke like a bunch of the games that were part of core, and they couldn't figure out what broke them at first, and so they were trying to fix it, and it took months to fix it. And I don't know why all took months. I don't know if there was like a core dev that wasn't available, or like I don't know the specifics. I just know that the whole reason the update didn't happen was because there were some games that were part of the core Archie that could not be updated, and so they were waiting. Like all of it was stalled because of these games, and that event is part of why now they have like a new kind of rule where if an update's gonna happen and for some reason one of the core games can't update with it, then the game gets taken out of core. There's now like a core verified status. So like instead of calling games supported and unsupported, there's now core verified and there's custom. And core verified games, if they can't update when it's supposed to update, then they're going to be removed from core verified and they'll become a custom until such a time they can be added again. So that hopefully there shouldn't be like a big issue like that again. Are the YAMLs still due by Wednesday? I mean, yeah, as of right now, they're due by Wednesday. My thought was, depending on how the update goes through, if it's not a breaking change, then the same YAMLs will still work. If there is a breaking change, then depending on what the change is, I might just go fix the YAMLs. If it's a really annoying change, I'll ask people to update their YAMLs. What time? This is true. I didn't post a timestamp. So normally, if you look through the history of that Archipelago channel, Beavers, you'll see that I normally post timestamps for everything. But I kind of made this one while I was at work on mobile. Like, I was on my lunch break and noticed that a few people wanted another one started, and I was like, you know what? I should start. I didn't do one last month. I should do one. So I went. I just made one on my phone and did not like put all of the timestamps I normally would. And I told myself I'd go fix it, and I still haven't fixed it. The reality is, yes, I'm running an AP with YAMLs due on Wednesday. I run Archipelago, which I was running it monthly. I didn't run it last month. Minish has run it a few times too, but yeah, I posted about it. I posted about it in Discord. Well, hold on. I got distracted. Oh, creates random joker. Do we want a random joker? Hold on, I got distracted. Wait, hold on. Anytime, whatever Wednesday is for you, is the reality of what matters. Here's the secret. The secret is I don't generate them on Wednesday. I usually generate them sometime on Thursday. So then, whenever the deadline time is, I make a post and I say, okay, we've hit the deadline, but if you forgot to submit your YAMLs, let me know and post your YAML. And then, anyone that was like, oh shit, I forgot to post my YAML, can post their YAML, and then I can get it. Because this is going to be very surprising, but there's a lot of people in my community space, including myself, that struggle to submit things until they've hit the deadline. And a lot of times, if you haven't finished getting your stuff together and you're at the deadline, then like, you have this sudden energy to be able to do it, but if you're too late, it's unfortunate. So if you see the message that you still actually have time, then suddenly you have that sense of urgency to get the thing done. So that's how it all works. There's a planning that goes into this. So yeah. So we say Wednesday because we're expecting everything to be submitted sometime by the end of Thursday. And then we're gonna generate on Friday. And then say that the start time is like Saturday, but I usually throw it up Friday night. You know. This is the very most of my community and I are all ADHD and we need the panic response. Yeah, it's true. Listen, you just have to be realistic. You have to, Yeah. Part of Alipelago is that it's supposed to be comfortable and cozy. Like, again, it's very similar to Async or Swim. It's supposed to be a time for anyone who's like, if you're not familiar with Archipelago and you wanna like join it, it's a good way to dip your toes in. There's fundamentally no penalties. Like, if you start, here's a great thing about Alipelago. If you start and you realize like a few days in that you can't actually play, like you're like, you know what, I can't actually like load the game every night. I can't do checks or every few days. Like this, they started under the assumption, Bjorto, actually shout outs to Bjorto. Bjorto is actually like why they started. Bjorto posted last year and said, you know what, we should start doing some asyncs, and we should do these asyncs with the idea that like, you can do them while it's on your work week, and you can like check in every couple of days. Like maybe you're too tired to check in every night, because you're a human and the world sucks. But like, what if you could check in every other day? Wouldn't that be nice? And then a few of us joined that. Like, I think it was Bjorto, Minish, me, and Squall. You really don't remember this? This was like last summer. This was last summer. You were talking about wanting to start some that were like more laid back asyncs. I think you said it was because you miss Archie, like because nobody had done Archie in our like overlapping group in a while. Like it had kind of died out. So you asked if people wanted to do one. And just but instead of like the pressure of it being a sync, you wanted it to be an async. Yeah, I think it was during the big lethal time. So nobody was really doing Archie, but a lot of people in the group were doing lethal. Yeah, and then I was like, that sounds pretty comfortable. That sounds great. And then that just ended up getting pretty popular in the group. Like, the first one I think was four of us. The second one was five or six. Maybe the second one might have been the same four. I don't know. I think we just added games. I think the second one might have been it was just the same four people, but we all added a game. And then it started growing quickly. Like, then the next one had like 8 people, and then the next one had like 20 or 30 people. Like, it got a lot bigger very quickly. The epilogue before last burned me on the fast. Yeah, I like I like the idea of the fast-paced async. And I do want to try and I definitely think that like the 1 week is, I think, too fast for a large group. Like, I think a lot of the issues that happened near the end of last year with Epilogo in part stemmed from just 1 week with such a large group is a lot. I mean, even if it didn't end up being 1 week. Like, it's a lot. Um, so I was thinking about trying to run one at some point that does have a deadline, but the deadline is 2 weeks or 10 days to 2 weeks or something like that. Um, but there would be like some more stuff. Like, I don't know. Depending on what Eddie, I mean, Eddie seems like they have the same idea. Like, it sounds like it's got some ideas with the, yes, a deadline is helpful. That's not a whole month or something, but how do you balance this all out? Whoever breaks their game first. Yeah, yeah. Try. I think that's a good point too. Like, having settings change that slow down the game when people maybe bring things, expecting things to go a certain way. Um, yeah, that's a big thing. Part of it though, like, multi can just take a bit. Like, so multi can go fast or slow depending on a few things, and sometimes it just like doesn't doesn't work right. I don't know. Okay. I mean, I like Random Joker. We could get rid of Odd Todd. We're playing more face cards, so I feel like Odd Todd's not going off that much. We do have aces, so I don't know. Ooh, we could Wheel of Fortune. Ooh. Ooh. Good son. Hmm. Okay, here's the thing. Wheel of Fortune is great when it goes off. But not likely go off. We could get rid of Odd Todd and hope for a Random Joker, but there's a lot of Jokers that just wouldn't help us. Like, Odd Todd, we get some help. But there's a lot of Jokers that might help us more, you know? Also, yeah, Bjorto, about like, I don't like playing syncs just because it's such a big time commitment. Like, doing it for the whole day. Um, like, if I don't know, like, syncs stress me out too much. Even if I'm gonna play a game the whole day, doing it as part of a sync, I just find really stressful. what I do like that with a lot of the asyncs that I've done, at least, there seems to be like a group that'll play at the same time. Like a lot of the alley pelagos, like a lot of us will join VC at the same time, especially the first few days. I don't know. I used to do, like I used to do a lot of like Hollow Knight bingo and stuff. And then I ran for about 3 months or so. I was running a regular event on the Hollow Knight rando server. It was a double blackout bingo. It was a multi-world, and it was like a co-op, and it was no true ending, which was very important because true ending is what makes syncs take so much longer in Hollow Knight. It wasn't anti-bingo, it was double bingo, not double anti-bingo. The basically we would generate 2 bingo boards, and the group had to black out both boards, and when we got the final goal, that was like the end. It was pretty fun. I was doing it pretty regularly, at least once a week. I think I was usually doing it both of my days off, so I was doing it like twice a week for many weeks. It was, yeah. And there would sometimes be like overlapping goals, but I would try and like regenerate. If there was too many overlapping goals, then we would generate it a bunch. And I want to say we ended up deciding at one point that that there would be like one, if there was the same goal twice, one person had to do it once and a different person had to do it the other time. But either way, it was pretty good. I had a lot of fun doing that, and every now and then I think about doing it again, but I need to play some like regular Hollow Knight randos to get back into it. Like I need to do some bingos. And I just kind of decided that I wanted to keep playing more variety, like, at least Archie's. Archie's, I feel like I can still have way more variety. Even if I play the same few games a lot. There's that illusion of variety. You think we should murder Odd Todd?
Someday you can do a sanity sync.
A what? What do you mean by sanity sync?
Where it's stuff like Opal Sanity, and everyone just does insanity stuff.
The problem with a sanity sync, then, if it's all the like thousands of check sanities, is that you're probably not gonna get that done that quickly. Like that, that conflicts with a sync. A sync, you have to have lesser settings, which is also part, I think, why I don't like syncs as much, because I do like a very full check world.
Oh, I guess it's sanity async, but it doesn't sound as good as sanity sync.
As much as I really want this Joker, without knowing what it is, I don't think I can replace Odd Todd without knowing that it's gonna be everything in the kitchen sink. Banjo-Tooie takes like 7 hours depending on what you have to do. Yeah.
Be everything but the kitchen async.
Everything but the kitchen async. That's very
And
funny.
it's a sanity.
I have said a few times, I would love if I could convince a few people to play games that had like the thousands, like if everybody has to bring at least one game that has an absurdly high number of checks, I think that would be fun. I still haven't decided. I'm gonna play Thai in this upcoming Ali Palago, and I was going to use Opal Sanity, but I was gonna have Opal Sanity just shuffled within my own world. All right, we're gonna Wheel of Fortune. I was gonna do Opal Sanity in my own world, but then I found out that Opal Sanity doesn't. Did I make a command? I don't think I did. What would I have called it? AP. No. Game list. No, we definitely made a command because Minish posted the link. Archie. No. Yeah, see, I tried games too. Spreadsheet, that's a good one. Sheet.
Yorto and I had the same thought.
I remember Minish posting the sheet, and I remember I could have sworn we made a command for it. This is really bothering me. I don't know why. I can't remember. Did we not make a command? What if we just didn't make a command and I thought we did?
Let's have a look.
Yeah. It's Archie Sheet. Did I not try Archie Sheet? I think that's even the current one. Because there was an update to it, but I think that's the current one. We are gonna go... Hold on, let's add some... Oh, this isn't the site where I can... Oh, this is the site. Why can't I edit the command from here? It says I can add commands. It knows that I'm logged in. Why can't I edit this command?
Really, it says?
No, it's not letting me edit it from, like... It's like the page that loaded, I can't add the command, like the... I can't edit it from right there. Even though it knows that I'm looking at my own list, because it says I can add a command. Okay. What's it called? Where are you, Archie Sheet? Why does this not display in alphabetical order? I don't know. We'll mess with that later. I'll leave the tab open so I won't forget. Alright, we got doubles money. Sent me a novel. Nice. I should read the first sentence. Okay. Wait, do I read it out loud or do I read it not out loud? Probably not out loud, or you would have posted it here. Oh. Well, I am hooked. The first sentence was a pretty good sentence. Yeah. Alright. I'll read more of that later. But I like the idea. I like the sentence, and then I reread the sentence. It was a dark and stormy night. Archipelago lingered in the air. There's Archies all around us. Okay, 11,000. Sure. It was a dark and stormy night. No, really, no one knew the date, nor did they own calendars. Calendars didn't exist yet. Yes. Well, we can discard these. Discard you. Yeah. Discard. Oh my god. I did the thing. I did the thing where like I read it but I didn't read it, if that makes sense. Like 7, 8, 9, 10. It was a dark and random night. No one knew the date, nor did they own calendars. Yeah. I don't know why I still said dark and stormy. Oh, Colette just took Colette took Peace with the Gods after Steve was summoned, so that's a good time. If you're a Noida watching fan, Colette is basically still on very early Noida. Colette doesn't like play Noida enough to have like really gotten like very far into Noida. So yeah, very, very early Noida. It's a lot of good learning that goes on. But yeah, she just got a very silly thing, and honestly, this could carry her very far, I think, actually. Like yeah, she doesn't really have like wand crafting skills yet, so I mean, this is gonna be a lot of damage for her. Alright, we have one more discard. Why does the game keep offering me this ace? I don't want this ace. Or this, not ace. This Joker. No! Like the full house one, I guess. What if we get... I wonder if there's a Chivo for leveling all of them up? I love the idea that we could get a 5 of a kind. Oh, no, we couldn't? There's no more kings in the deck? Oh, king... I lost a king earlier. Rip. There's probably like an unlock for playing every single type of thing in a run. Yeah, Eddie, it's very funny to me that, like, so a thing that I think happens when you are early in Noita, the starting spells that you like and don't like, I think are a lot, they're a lot more different than, like, once you're, like, like, you're more consistent at Noita. Like, I mean, I think most people don't really like Bouncy Burst because it's just so weak. It's like egregiously weak. But like Spark Bolt is so consistent and can start doing like a lot of damage and stuff, and it like digs through snow, so it just does all these things that are very good. Yeah, and it like fires fairly straightforward. It doesn't take very much mana. Like, Spark Bolt's just a probably one of the best starting spells. Early on, I didn't really care about Spark Bolt. I really liked Energy Sphere, and I really liked there's a different one. I don't know. Well, I guess I liked Finding Arrow early on, but like Energy Sphere, so good because it just like one-shots almost everyone in the first biome. But then you start like realizing, Energy Sphere takes a lot of mana and it's slow and stuff like that. So you kind of stop. Like now I don't really want Energy Sphere. Like Energy Sphere's fine, but I'm probably gonna get rid of it as soon as I can. And I'm probably gonna replace it with a Spark Bolt. like if I can find a Spark Bolt, that's what I'm gonna switch to. Like, Bouncy Burst is really nice early on if you find it, like, not if you start with it, but if you find it on one of those wands that lets you shoot 1,000,000 of them, like, endlessly. That's pretty good. Plus 50 chips if you play a pair. Huh. I guess if it contains a pair. We could probably consistently get that, actually. Is that better than Odd Todd? I'm not sure. But we'll be discovering it, and it's a guaranteed 50, so you know what? Todd, you've lived your last day with us. Goodbye, Odd Todd. Welcome, Sly. Be honest. Is there another credit roll I should be going for? I mean, yes? You should lie. I mean, there's multiple other credit rolls. The problem with credit rolls... So, I'm just going to point this out. It is a rogue game. Like, there's kind of only one way to roll credits. So the answer is no. I don't know why the answer is no. I guess it depends on what your interpretation is. Said yes and to me I wasn't saying yes and no. There are different like endings. I guess I could put it this way, because at the bare minimum, I think you know this. At the bare minimum, Archie has 3 end goals. To my knowledge, all 3 of those are by minimum, like, end credits. One of those things I haven't done, but the other 2 I have. The same people made the game, so the credit roll itself is the same. Oh, yeah, like... So, I guess my point... I guess why it sounded like I said yes, then no, is because what I said is... I guess I didn't say to my knowledge, but to my knowledge, in a rogue, like, style game, there's generally one way to roll credits. Some have some exceptions, although some like it depends on the game. But yeah, being unhelpful for comedic effect. No! 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 The ultimate troll move. We're screenshotting this. This can live, this can live forever. Okay. When you colon D, when you mean to D colon. It's true. Alright, I guess what we do here. It's hard to create a free double tag. Oh, right, that's a Joker. I always see this and I'm like, oh, we could just have this on hand, but no, it counts as a Joker, so. Fine, easy. We'll check this. I don't know if I'm gonna see anything I want, but we'll look. Wow, whoa. Ooh. Alright. Boop. Oh, I don't know why I read that as a different thing. I'm unable to roll credits in one of these distinct ways. I guess the question would be if you can roll credits. Like, I'm trying to understand the phrasing of the question. Are you saying if we're assuming there's at least 2 ways to roll credits that you haven't done yet, if you can do either of them, does this count as like a yes? Or if you can do neither of them, like, I can't tell if we're asking like if there's an or a nor. Like, because your follow is like, you're pretty sure you can't do it in one. The question is, can you do it in the other? Yes, in your current file, you can do one of them. Lucky, 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 lucky. Oh my gosh, we got the plus 20 molt. Nice. Okay, we haven't gotten Mercury yet, so let's use Mercury. But I don't know if that's a question. Also, I could give you a more complicated answer. with I guess two lead ups. I will say I actually need to go double check something in your VOD from yesterday. That was yesterday, right? I think it was yesterday. I need to double check something because I actually was looking away at the time of you triggering the thing that you did do. So I don't know one thing about it. I'll just say the other thing, I guess, because I don't. It's in the same genre of question. I don't know if you remember or not when before I started Async or Swim, and I had mentioned that I was gonna do a goal that I wasn't sure if I had done in my vanilla playthrough. It said I was pretty sure I had, but I think I didn't do it exactly correctly. That's kind of the same thing. I think that would kind of be the same boat. And actually, most technically speaking, I guess I'm not sure. I don't know how much the game cares about some. There's one thing that I don't know how much the game cares about it. I still feel like it should matter what the outside of those are, and I don't know if it does. Ooh. Whoa. Alright, that seems good. Oh, you look great. Oh, actually, one more discard would be good. Yeah, I'll buy you. Phase cards are debuffed. We can live with that. Well, oh. Oh, we got a bunch of aces. We can live with that. Like, it's a bummer, sure. But the problem is it could re-roll into something that's like hearts don't count, or something like that. Or like, you can't use the same thing multiple times. Like there's a lot of things it could re-roll into that are bad, but this one isn't one of them. Discarding spades. Love to discard spades. Game. How am I gonna discard spades if you don't give me spades? Flush. It took me a moment. It took me a moment to realize the flush. Oat should have a Balatro stream. Oat has so many good flush emotes. Yeah. Oh my god, it does say flush house. What? I've literally done that before and I didn't notice that it said that. It's... Oh, no, flush house is in here. That's cute. I love that.
The bathroom.
Yeah, we've got the bathroom. Does that mean you could call it a skibbity?
Oh god.
Is that... Would that be the trendy thing to say? It's a skibbity? I'm saying that wrong.
Skibbity toilet,
Is,
yeah.
is it skibbity? I feel like I'm missing letters.
It's skibbity.
Okay. It's just
And
skibbity.
even if it isn't, it's close enough.
Skibbity house? Well, no, because I'm saying a flush house is skibbity, right? What is that to-do list? To do, jog, oil change, karate, eat candy, and then ruminate. That just sounds like a daily thing to do. Honestly, this sounds kind of like Hal's to-do list from Malcolm in the Middle. Oh, it does spell Joker. You so right. Yeah, Flush House is very good. The reaction was Eddie, I found the reaction fascinating because, I guess, it seemed like something... Bless you.
Thank you.
It seemed like something happened that was different. And the different thing, was... Like, there were just differences. Like, it was, I don't know, like a learning thing. Like, things had happened, there was, like, a thing, and then something new happened, and now stuff was different. I guess it was just surprising how upsetting it seemed. I was just, like, fascinated how upset... Like, I also felt very bad. I was just gonna message you to see if you were feeling better, because you seemed so upset. So disappointed. And I was just, like, fascinated how disappointed, as opposed to, like, I don't know, just observing that something had happened. Especially, like, because you have backup, so technically, like, if you ever did want to do something to check and then go back, you can. Like, I don't know. Like, I guess I was just very surprised. I was surprised because I thought it would have been an interesting, like, okay, we have this, especially because when I had the same thing, I don't know, it definitely fascinated me. I was, like, my own run, I was fascinated at that happening. But I also was very caught off guard by it, because I wasn't expecting it. So I don't know. Ooh, bear. Problem is I don't want to get rid of any of these right now. I mean, I guess we could get rid of Sly Joker. But I don't know if that's actually in our interest. Let's take these Celestial Packs. Oh, I do want to level up Flush. Okay, we level up Flush. Like, I do want to get one level, like, 1 point into everything, but also Flushes are very important for us. So if we're able to do Flush, we should. But in the event that we can't do Flush... What? Are you kidding me? Excuse me? What? Do we have... Can we look at our collection? It's for me. It's me.
Ah,
Yeah.
it's a dwarf planet.
Yeah. Bjorto, I didn't realize. So I want you to know I have not opened up the menu that I just opened up right this moment. I have not opened up until right now in this playthrough. Like I've never seen this menu. So I didn't know that there were that there were more planets than the 9. On top of that, no, I know we already had a dwarf planet, but shush you. Shush. This is the Flush House. This is the Flush House dwarf planet. Yeah, this card.
This is the handicap stall.
It's my stall.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
My urinal.
It's literally an upgrade to that, like, secret, Flush House. So, like, that's fantastic. I love that. But yeah, there's 2, so 5, 6, 7, 8, I think there's one that I haven't bought ever before. So I think one of these we should know what it is, but, the other one, I don't know what it is. Torny loves the "this is my stall" bit, so not my stall.
This
is
my urinal.
It is a classic bit. All right, next round, fight. Plans look like they're from Warframe. I think the solar system copied. Yeah, I think I heard that the solar system copied Warframe. Yes, Oliver. What? 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 What do you want? Reason for disappointment. Yes, what? 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 What?
He's broadcasting his bitch ass warning.
What do you want? Yeah, but what do you want? Oh, it's 11:30. I see. You're upset that we're still at our desks. I understand now.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
I was trying to figure out why Oliver is yelling at us so much. Oliver is yelling at us because this is belly bed and brushes time. This is the time that we are supposed to be in bed so that he can crawl up on one of us and then we will brush him. But we are not in bed yet. We are late. Yeah. So like basically their dinner goes off at 11 and then they eat dinner and then they have like digestion time and then after that it's belly bed and brushes time, and we've entered that time, but he's not currently getting belly bed brushes, so he's very upset. I didn't realize it got so late. Goodness. Okay, we gotta finish this run. Um, everything's pretty much exactly as I'd expect if that scenario were to occur. Held like no mystery. I guess, like, I don't know. To me, something did, like, there was definitely something different than normal, and that difference to me was very interesting to myself. And just made me wonder, I don't know, what comes next. I guess, I don't know. I just had a very different reaction to it. Okay, what are you on? You're on hearts again. Why are you on hearts? Ah,
Yes, Oliver.
Oliver's just so upset.
He is a creature of habit.
Eddie did a thing in Noita yesterday, but was
Underwhelming.
is very, I don't know. When I did the same thing, I was very fascinated by it myself. So I had just commented yesterday that I was fascinated that Eddie's reaction to it was very, very different from my own. Come to the office, shout at him, look in the direction of the bedroom, look back and shout, just wait. That's so cute. That's so cute. I love that Kate has posted so many pictures recently. They're all so good.
It's belly band time!
Yeah, you gotta have belly band time. Okay, let's discard these. We got 2 more discards. We can discard these. Okay, we can discard these.
You are being the biggest one.
Oh, what's that? We have a flush house. A flush house level 2. Oh wow, Rocket would be nice if you got it like at the very beginning of the run, so I could get that payout increased a bunch. That'd be fun. Okay, Mega Celestial Pack. We gotta take the Mega Celestial Pack. It's Mega. Choose 2. Okay, that's still level 1. That's still level 1. Okay, let's go. I kind of want to take Flush for one of them. Let's take you. I know, that's very rude. But I do want to put at least 1 point into everything, if possible. So, 3 of a kind. Yeah, we'll do you. Like, I feel like that should be an unlock, right? House. Yes. Pair. Yeah, I don't think we want any of those. Could do a reroll. I just don't know if we reroll, like... I don't know. Okay, all face cards are debuffed. Oh no, our faces! Okay, you're still on hearts. Let's discard you. Oh, oh! What's that? A flush house? Boom. Okay, now we need a second flush house. Can we get a second flush house? 8, 8. What do we have the most of? 5 aces. I mean, aces is what we have the most of, so we can basically get rid of everything. Let's discard those. Okay. Discard these. Okay. Well, we got 2 4s now, and one of these 4s gives us 30, which is better than those. So let's discard these. Dang. That's okay. My question is, will you trigger? No, probably not, because it's not the literal same thing. Yeah. Oh, we still won. That's nice. Ooh, +1 hand. Okay, I want +1 hand. I have a habit of not actually looking at the score. I just play the cards and hope we win. Oh my god, our flush house. Cause it's a flush house. I don't really care about any of these. Something straight. Pet picks. Oh. I realized the other day that instead of like alt-tabbing away from the game, I have a phone that I can always go check the pet pics on. Oh, what a baby! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is some high-quality tang.
Oh,
there's so many bees! Thank you. These are very good. Need to go wowette.
So
And then we put a wowette. Oh.
like, look at how comfy
I
and
know.
safe she feels. Oh, the sleepy twitches.
What? Is there a video? Hold on.
No, Eddie just said,
Oh.
and she's doing the
God.
sleepy twitches.
I thought Sleepy Twitch's video just appeared, and I was gonna be like, oh my god, those are so hard to get. Alright. Let's go ahead and go to next round. Oh my god, we have $69. Nice.
Nice.
Well, do your best. Oh my goodness. All diamond cards are debuffed. Oh no. Oh no, we're gonna really struggle when we get there. Next base edition Shop Joker is free and negative. Ooh. Wait, but I probably can't take it if I don't have a slot. That's stupid. I know, but even if it's negative, I probably can't. I assume that I can't take it because the negative effect doesn't work until you have it. But I don't have a slot to put it in to get the effect. You had a food? Nice. GG food. Welcome back. Are we on? We're on spades. Good fresh rice. Not even from a box? Oh my god. That's pretty good. I want to make fresh rice. Torny and I were making a lot of like fried rice for a while. And then we like kind of, when you make too much of a meal and you get kind of like burned out on it. We did that. And then we just kind of stopped making rice regularly. I kind of want to make rice again, but we don't keep like we don't keep like frozen veggies in our freezer usually like to make fried rice with because we don't have very much freezer room. So if we don't know we're gonna do it, we can't easily do it, kind of thing. Oh. Also had a couple of cookies. Nice, GG cookies. Oh! We got a Ceres! We got our planet. Love rice with ingredient. Yeah. Oh. A 1 in 2 chance for played cards with heart suit. Excuse me? Get the fuck out of here, card sharp. Get out of here. Yeah, we're gonna... Adds the number of oh, right, that's the one that gets very silly, but it's not multiplied. So we're gonna go over here, take you. Yeah. Arcana.
He's upset that we're still in.
Yeah, he's like, I came and yelled at you, and you still haven't come to bed. Okay, do we have like oh, delete cards. We can delete face. Oh, you only give me 1 face card? Bastard. And it's my lucky queen. Like, really, out of all the things you could have given me, you give me the lucky queen? I hear you. I hear you. I know. I know! Yes! Alright. I'm sorry. Everybody, you have to look away for a moment. Nobody can witness this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Boom. Alright. Too big for Discord, I don't know. Yes, we're going... Oliver, I need to finish this run. We're almost at the end of the run. He's so mad.
He's a big kitty, and he gets big kitty mad.
He does get big kitty mad, that true. That true. Alright. What are we discarding right now? We need to discard hearts to pump you up. Boop, boop, boop. Oh no, even with Nitro it wouldn't fix it. That's terrible. Okay. We have more aces, right? Yeah. Oh, nice. We got the plus 20 multi. Nice. For the singular... Wow. Yeah. Oliver has always been a pretty chatty cat. And so Zag is like a medium chatty cat. Like, none of Zag's siblings are chatty. But because Zag was basically raised by Oliver, he like does these like little chats. I guess he'll sometimes, he's more of a like, he gets, when he's playing a bunch, he does like grunts and stuff. Oh. Nice. Just yells, that's so funny. Okay, I don't know if we'll use the spectral pack, but we'll look at it.
Yell like a husky, or
Destroy one random card to get 2 random enchanted aces. Oh, this could be bad. The problem is this could potentially give us aces for the other suits, and we don't want the other suits. Add a negative joker. Add negative to a random joker, but get -1 hand size. Create a copy of random joker. Destroy. Add a gold seal to one selected card in your hand. Oh man, 3 of our queens are here. Yeah, I think we're gonna take Grim. Yeah, not ideal, but that's okay. And then I take what? Oh, I get to select it for you. It'd be kind of funny to keep making my queens like. But aces, well, no, let's look at the queen. Oh no, I shouldn't put it on face cards because we do want to destroy face cards technically. That's okay. It's fine. Oh, I forgot I could have used that to change that. That's also okay. Whoa. Oh, gross. Excuse me. These are all clubs. Yeah, I just don't want the other ones in my deck. No, so lovers will make a card into a wild card. It's just like a lot of things, like my castle only is giving me the suits in my deck. So now the castle is suddenly going to be able to count the other things. Oh yeah, the sun turns it into hearts. I think we already have a club. No, we have 0 clubs. Balatro shop sounds so familiar. Ooh, what does it sound like? Like, I'm contemplating taking this King of Clubs because A, we can destroy it, and B, we want to discard it anyway, so, like, that kind of works in our favor. My issue is, again, Castle. I'll take Castle's already pumped up. It's not the end of the world.
Shit.
My diamonds are debuffed. No. Okay, you are still discard cards. But since it's the boss one, we're just gonna go for it. We'll just go for flushes. Oh, that was the discard. Hold on. Excellent, excellent. We thought about taking this before and didn't. Because this, like, adds a whole nother round. Okay, you know what? I want to see it, though. If we don't take it, we'll never see it. That's fine. Let's double check these. Whoa. But you're the wrong kind! Okay, but we could, like, straight up lovers you. You know what? We take it. Yeah, shiny, very good. That kind of shiny is, like, very, very powerful. Okay, that you look ripe for being destroyed. Basically, so the way this game works, you have, like, points and then multipliers. And so a lot of things will add either points, so like the Sly Joker, it adds points to things. Or things will add multipliers. So like this will give me +3 to the multiplier side. A more rare effect, though, so like your points, get multiplied by your multipliers. But a rare effect is something, instead of adding to the multipliers, it multiplies the multipliers. So, obviously, like yeah, adding cards that add like +5 to the multiplier is great, but if you multiply your 5 multipliers by 5, you're now doing way more than +5. Shiny, where'd it go? It was an ace. That shiny effect means that card counts as a multiplier. Now the only problem is I'm pretty sure when it's on a card it happens like at the beginning. So that you've done it. Oh. Hold on. That can only mean one thing. They're uploading. Okay. My excitement will be contained. We're containing. Rerolls. Flips and shuffles. All Joker cards. So I assume that just means by flips, it means you can't see them. They're like face down. And if they're shuffled, that means the order can get messed up for the multipliers. I mean, that's fine. That'll only be an issue once, and then we'll see where they are. So it's fine. They're uploaded. Oh! Oh! Okay, hold on. We need to real quick fix this. Wait. Hold on. If I fix it, do I break it? Okay, this is a real question because I don't want to get terribly burned by this. Does anybody know? No, bonus card is the same. Okay, okay, never mind. We're good. We're okay. Bonus card is purple. So we're fine. But I want to fix this ace. That's... You might be thinking, wouldn't it be smarter to just save this for such a time if I need it, and then I could potentially win the game because of it? And yeah, that's a valid argument, but that doesn't feel as good, you know? Like, I really want to use it now.
Yeah, where's the fun in waiting?
Yeah. Oh. Oh. Oh my god. Bitch. Hold on. Here, you know what? Can we do this? We might be able to. Hold on. Wait for it. Wait for it. Did it happen when I was looking there?
Oh, there's a little twitch. Touch. There's little toe twitches.
Anyway, there's some very good videos in Discord now. Oh, they're so good. Okay. Before Oliver like threatens to murder me, we gotta try and finish this. You want me to discard hearts? I don't really want to discard hearts. Let's discard those. Yeah, I think that's what I wasn't sure if actually showed when that was the video I played. And I don't know if it actually got seen or not, but it was very cute. I saw that. It was very good. Oh. Tang is precious. We don't want... Oh god, now the game is showing me Moon. It wasn't even showing me Moon before. Ugh. Terrible. Terrible. Hey. You. Wow, you don't have any good hearts. That's... I mean, we could take a 5 of hearts. I guess. No. We could have not taken anything. I know we can skip them. I am aware of that. But, like, why would I skip it? Plus 3 hand size next round. Yeah. I don't think we need that. Here's the thing, game. I know I could be waiting. But if we do it now, we can play this and get a bunch of money. Look at the money potential. Okay, we're doing it. Am I gonna regret that choice? Maybe. Who knows? But we're doing it. Nice. Look at that. Look at that score. The points. The points they're off the charts. Splash. That's true. I'm sorry. I said they were off the charts when they were actually on the charts. Yeah, I was thinking that Bloodstone didn't trigger that, which was funny because earlier it had been triggering, like... We got some lucky Bloodstone stuff earlier. I'm gonna do it. We're gonna take a single stone so that I've said I can say I've taken one. There.
I haven't been over here, so
Now there's a stone in the deck. Over here on the side. If you didn't notice it, oh, it was the old 1, 1, and 3, now it's 1 and 2. It would be very funny if they just wrote 1 and 2 and that just was not actually true. Like, you know, games notably don't usually tell you. Wait, did it shuffle that? Like, hold on. It looked like it just shuffled those cards around, which means, like, those would be the right ones. Okay, let's just play... Well, actually, we have a bunch of queens, so let's do this first. Alright. Let's watch this. This was a multiplier. Yeah. There we go. Perfect. Reroll boss blind 1 time per ante, $10 per roll. I mean, that stops you from just getting screwed over. So, yeah, we'll take it.
magic here.
No, that was... We took Hieroglyph. So we have 1 more to go. Because I've been wondering if Hieroglyph, like, was some sort of meta thing we needed to do to progress, like, a meta game. So, I took it. What's flush? I don't even have flush. I don't have... terrible. Okay. I guess we take straight. Not really a straight fan. I guess. I suppose. Then if we get one, we get a lot of points. Oh. BFF Ceres. BFF Ceres. BFF Ceres. Alright. One of a kind, full house, sure. Stats. Yes, like the run info. Which thing do you want to look at? We've played Flush 25 times. We've played Flush House. Flush House 4 times. We love Flush House. We haven't played it that much, but I love it. Don't worry about it. It's great. If we do play it, we like just win. Oh my god. Alright. Okay. I see. That is very large. High card level. Yeah, that's... I mean, I feel like we can do that, but it is intimidating. If I discard hearts again. Ugh. Do we have 2 more? Yeah. We have more 10s, we have more Joe. Okay. We gotta keep working on getting that upgraded, or we're not gonna, like, you know, meet our quotas. I don't want to get rid of my thing. You. Oh my gosh. The 4 of a kind. Almost as good as the 5 of a kind. Why? What? Why? I don't know what we're whying. I was upgrading that. I mean, I could have discarded all of them, because, like, realistically, we were gonna... I was discarding... Because I wasn't trying to get just high score. I was trying to get, like, other hearts to come out. I know, big number. Okay, we can convert cards to hearts. We can double money. We can't really double money. So the question is, can we make a stone card hearts, right? That would be... That seems like it would be why you would want one. So let's find out. Now. I don't understand. I just don't. My thinking was that the point of a stone card was that you could, like, sculpt it into a card. I'm not understanding. Eventually, I'm sure eventually we'll get it. 3 of a kind, 2 pair card. LMAO, get stoned. Is our next one that scary one? No, that's the next one. Okay. I'll go next turn. Oh. Yeah, okay. I use it. You're still hearts? Yeah. Okay, let's just check something really quick. So this just... I don't... Why? Why would you want stone cards? Like... Okay. So I guess if we leveled up something like pair or high card, or... Like, if we leveled up one of the weaker things, then stone cards would let us still play, like, we'd get bonus points, and the stone card could have more effects on it and stuff, when it wouldn't disrupt our hand. Like, we wouldn't... Like, I guess you would want it for stuff like that. Like, if 2 pair was leveled up a bunch, then we could build our deck kind of around building 2 pair and having stone card in it. Or 3 of a kind and stone cards. Like, I feel like that's what you do, but I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. There we go. Ooh. Ooh. If you're in the hand... Alright, I wanted the score bonus, but I also would like to get the mana. Say that randomizers are reruns. Or cursed reruns. Yeah. Wait, I read reruns and was just thinking about, like, a TV show rerun. I'm assuming rerun means something specific in the fanfic community world. Like, I'm familiar with fanfic community spaces, I don't, like, read fanfics myself. So, I'm not familiar enough with terminology of the spaces. Oh, you did mean TV show reruns. Okay. It just occurred to me because, like, it started with the fanfic, like, statement. I was like, wait, maybe this means something different. And I wonder how it works. If you have only stone cards, do they always count as 4 of a kind? Like, they don't have a suit, but they have, like, they all agree of not having a suit, right? I don't know. Maybe. I do love randomizers. I do love randomizers, too. Whoa. I mean, yes? Why would I not take that? Hi, Nox. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I wouldn't take it. That seems pretty good, though. We don't have a space, but if we get, like... This could potentially have a Joker that's way better than Jokers we have. Like, we might as well check. No. No. Okay. How's it grubbing? It's grubbing alright. Oh my gosh. You can see my grub. Zag's not here, so I don't have to worry about grubbing him up. Look at this grub. There we go. This grub knows what you've been doing. And is very concerned about it. You better watch yourself. You wouldn't want my boys grubbing you up.
Help, I'm being judged!
Hey, I took a voucher that said I could re-roll the boss, and I can clearly not re-roll this boss. I feel like I've been lied to. Oh wait, hold on. Re-roll all bosses. It's right here. I see it now. Okay, so we could re-roll the boss. I mean, realistically, I'm pretty sure I can do this. So, we're gonna do it, but we could re-roll it. I think we can do it, though. If we lose to this, you know, we'll feel very foolish for not re-rolling it, but... Oh. If you were wild, that would be nice. You're not wild. 3 kings. Yeah, let's discard these. Oh, you're on spades. Nice. I love it when you're on spades. Okay. Discard these. Come on. Big money, big money. Nice. Okay. Boom. Yeah. Yeah, big money, big money. Big money, big money. We won. Too bad all these chips are virtual. Yeah. Nice. That was good. That was good. All right. Excellent. I like that deck a lot. That deck... So, I mean, here's the thing. 90% of the runs that I've done so far... I don't know if I've played enough. We can't really say 90%. Have I even done 10 runs? The majority of the runs that I've done so far, I've spent the first half of the run trying to make my deck into, like one majority suit. And this deck just starts with only 2 suits. Like, this deck is what I want to do already, and there's no, like, penalty for it. It just, alright, 2 suits, bam. Like, this is a great deck. I still need to play the other decks more, but it's gonna be hard to want to play the other decks when that's so fun. I wonder if there's a Chivo if you make your most played hand, like one of the hidden. You know, there's been at least 1 or 2 hidden ones. Yeah, penalties. So, I don't know if the game did it so much for Jokers, but I did notice that there seems to be something in the game that, like, if you don't have any of a suit in your deck, the game clearly doesn't, like, it seems to put a penalty for those things coming up. Things weren't coming up for the suits they didn't have until I finally put a card in my deck of the other suits, and then we started seeing the stuff. So, yeah, there's some way. It wasn't entirely, because, like, there were some Jokers that I think that came up that mentioned it. But yeah, like, it wasn't the majority. Like, it was very, very rare. It just became very, very common. I don't know. And I mean, it could be affected by other things that I know I'm still very early game. So there definitely could be more factors to it. Alright. Let's see our unlocks, and then we'll wrap up. This Joker from the soul. Excellent. Bloodstone. Have at least 3. That's so funny. Wait a second. By playing this deck, we unlocked Bloodstone? I guess maybe the deck didn't. The deck was what's half of 52? Okay, so we did have to like unlock it. The deck didn't just automatically unlock it, but I mean, it mostly unlocked it. That's very funny though that we unlocked it early on and then got it like right after unlocking it. Also, yes, hi Concon. You got here just in time. Times remold if played hand contains a straight. Gross. I'm still waiting to see if there's some mechanic we unlock to make straights easier, because so far it doesn't seem really like worth it to go out of your way for them, because they're such a pain. Like, I'm surprised I haven't seen a rank wild yet. Yeah, like four finger has been one of the only things like it that I've seen. Four finger just happens to make flushes easier too, though. But I don't know. I'm just very surprised that like wild card is only for suits, and that we haven't seen an equivalent of wild card for rank, because that just feels like an obvious thing. Oh, so Black Hole isn't in here. Interesting. Did it count it? No? Oh, I see. So there's spectral cards for like other categories. Okay. So this was a planet, but it wasn't a planet. It was spectral. I see. Alright. We gotta wrap up. Oh, Colette put ending soon.
Yeah.
Damn it.
It's right you.
Alright. I know. Eddie, I have raided Colette right before she's raided out so many times. She gets so annoyed by it. I finally decided to stop doing it as frequently as I was. She's like, why? Why would you do that? Ender's doing game development today. Look at who all is live. Let's see. Yeah, Ender is working on. He started working on a game idea, and so he's trying to do a couple of like streams where he's like learning Godot and just figuring out stuff. He's very early on in the project right now. So I might go over there. I know I raid Ender a lot, but I'll probably continue raiding Ender a lot until, at the very least, until Ender gets affiliate, because I'm just so excited for that time to happen. And he's been so close for so long, so we're gonna go over to Ender. Deadly Noida didn't win the poll. There was a poll. I was gonna play Noida tonight, and Noida didn't win. Every single person that voted for Noida also voted for... Voided? Every person that voted for Noida also voted for Balatro. Yeah, I posted a poll on Discord. I thought you voted in it. I thought you were one of the people that voted in it, but maybe not. I am past my bedtime by like 3 hours. Not 3 hours. 1 hour? I'm past my bedtime by an hour. Oliver has come back in here and is There were only two options. Why did the poll to allow that? I don't know. What if someone wanted to vote for either one? You know. Wait, did I not ping? Miss Eagle Eyes just asked if I didn't ping in Discord. Did I not ping in Discord? I'm pretty sure I posted a live announcement, right? Oh, I didn't. Oh no, I copied the message and then... No. No, I did post. That is today. Okay. Anyway, it's about to raid over. Have a wonderful evening. Take care. Make up a raid message. Feel free to make one up.